Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Darati Swaparantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yudapadakamalaam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrijatam Sagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Sri Visakanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bando Jagatpate गोपेश गोपिका कांता राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरंगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानं पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमं विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे हरिबो जय श्री प्रभुपाद हरे कृष्ण दिवर्ष प्रभु दंडवत प्रणाम जय श्री प्रभुपाद
Please accept my humble obeisances, Sagvashra Shri Prabhupada.
Okay, so today we read the chapter 22, stealing the garments of the unmarried gopi girls. According to Vedic civilization, unmarried girls from 10 to 14 years of age are supposed to worship either Lord Shiva or the goddess Durga in order to get a nice husband. But the unmarried girls of Vrindavan were already attracted by the beauty of Krishna. They were, however, engaged in the worship of the goddess Durga in the beginning of the Hemanta season, just prior to the winter season. The first month of Hemanta is called Agrahayana, October-November, and at that time, all the unmarried gopis of Vrindavan began to worship goddess Durga with a vow. They first ate havishyana, a kind of foodstuff prepared by boiling together moong dal and rice without any spices or turmeric. According to Vedic injunction, this kind of foodstuff is recommended to purify the body before one enacts a ritualistic ceremony. All the unmarried gopis in Vrindavan used to daily worship goddess Katyayani early in the morning after taking bath in the river Yamuna. Katyayani is another name for goddess Durga. The goddess is worshipped by preparing a doll made out of sand mixed with earth from the bank of the Yamuna. It is recommended in the Vedic scripture that the deity may be made from different kinds of material elements. It can be painted, made of metal, made of jewels, made of wood, earth, or stone, or can be conceived within the heart of the worshipper. The Mayavadi philosopher takes all these forms of the deity to be imaginary, but actually they are accepted in the Vedic literature to be identical with either the Supreme Lord or a respective demigod. The unmarried gopis used to prepare the deity of goddess Durga and worship it with chandan pulp, garlands, incense lamp, and all kinds of presentations. Fruits, grains, and twigs of plants. After worshipping, it is the custom to pray for some benediction. The unmarried girls used to pray with great devotion to goddess Katyayani, addressing her as follows. O supreme eternal energy of the personality of Godhead, O supreme mystic. O supreme mystic power, O supreme controller of this world, O goddess, please Please be kind to us and arrange for our marriage with the son of Nanda Maharaj, Krishna. The Vaishnavas generally do not worship any demigods. Srila Narottam Das Thakur has strictly forbidden all worship of the demigods for anyone who wants to advance in pure devotional service. Yet the gopis, who are beyond compare in their affection for Krishna, were seen to worship Durga. The worshippers of demigods also sometimes mention that the gopis also worshipped goddess Durga, but we must understand the purpose of the gopis. Generally, people worship goddess Durga for some material benediction. Here, the gopis prayed to the goddess to become wives of Lord Krishna. The purport is that if Krishna is the center of activity, a devotee can adopt any means to achieve that goal. The gopis could adopt any means to satisfy or serve Krishna. That was the super excellent characteristics of the gopis. They worshipped goddess Durga completely for 1 month in order to have Krishna as their husband. Every day they prayed for Krishna, the son of Nanda Maharaj, to become their husband. Early in the morning, the gopis used to go to the bank of the Yamuna to take bath. They would assemble together, capturing each other's hands and loudly singing of the wonderful pastimes of Krishna. It is an old system among Indian girls and women that when they take bath in the river, they place their garments on the bank and dip into the water completely naked. The portion of the river where the girls and women take bath was strictly prohibited to any male member, and this is still the system. The Supreme Person of Godhead, knowing the minds of the unmarried young gopis, benedicted them with their desired objective. They had prayed for Krishna to become their husband, and Krishna wanted to fulfill their desires. At the end of the month, Krishna, along with his friends, appeared on the scene. Another name of Krishna is Yogeshvara, or master of all mystic powers. By practicing meditation, the yogi can study the physic movement of other men, and certainly Krishna could understand the desire of the gopis appearing on the scene. Krishna immediately collected all the garments of the gopis, climbed up in a nearby tree, and with smiling face began to speak to them. My dear girls, he said, please come here one after another and pray for your garments and and then take them away. I'm not joking with you. I'm just telling the truth. I have no desire to play any joke with you, for you have observed the regulative principles for 1 month by worshipping goddess Katyayani. Please do not come here all at once. Come alone. I want to see each of you in your complete beauty, for you all have thin waists. I have requested you to come alone. Now please comply. When the girls in the water heard such joking words from Krishna, they began to look at one another and smile. They were very joyous to hear such a request from Krishna because they were already in love with him. Out of shyness, they looked at one another, but they could not come out of the water because they were naked. Due to remaining in the water for a long time, they felt cold and were shivering. Yet upon hearing the pleasing and joking words of Govinda, their minds were perturbed with great joy. They began to tell Krishna, dear son of Nanda Maharaj, please do not joke with us in that way. It is completely unjust to us. You are a very respectable boy because you are the son of Nanda Maharaj and you are very dear to us. But you should not play this joke on us because now we are all shivering from the cold water. Kindly deliver our garments immediately, otherwise we shall suffer. Then they began to appeal to Krishna with great submission. Dear Shyama Sundar, they said, we are all your eternal servitors. Whatever you order us to do, we are obliged to perform without hesitation because we consider it a religious duty. But if you insist on putting this proposal to us, which is impossible to perform, then certainly we will have to go to Nanda Maharaj and lodge a complaint against you. If Nanda Maharaj does not take action, then we shall tell King Kamsa about your misbehavior. They were gonna tell King Kamsa. Okay, Haribol, who wants to continue from this part?
Can I continue, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu.
Upon hearing this appeal by the unmarried gopis, Krishna answered, "My dear girls, if you think that you are my eternal servitors and you are always ready to execute my order, then my request is that with your smiling faces, you please come here alone, one after another, and take away your garments. If you do not come here, however, and if you lodge complaints to my father, I shall not care anyway, for I know my father is old and cannot take any action against me." When the gopis saw that Krishna was strong and determined, they had no alternative but to abide by his order. One after another, they came out of the water, but they were completely naked. They tried to cover their nakedness by placing their left hand over their pubic area. In that posture, they were all shivering. Their simple presentation was so pure that Lord Krishna immediately became pleased with them. All the unmarried gopis who prayed to Katyayani to have Krishna as their husband were thus satisfied. A woman cannot be naked before any male except her husband. The unmarried gopis desired Krishna as their husband, and he fulfilled their desire in this way. Being pleased with them, he took their garments on his shoulder and began to speak as follows. My dear girls, you have committed a great offense by going naked in the river Yamuna. Because of this, the predominating deity of the Yamuna, Varuna Deva, has become displeased with you. Please therefore just touch your foreheads with folded palms and bow down before the demigod Varuna in order to be excused from this offensive act. The gopis were all simple souls, and whatever Krishna said, they took it to be true. In order to be freed from the wrath of Varuna Deva, as well as to fulfill the desired end of their vows, and ultimately to please their worshipable Lord Krishna, they immediately abided by his order. Thus, they became the greatest lovers of Krishna and his most obedient servitors. Nothing can compare to the Krishna consciousness of the gopis. Actually, the gopis did not care for Varuna or any other demigod. They only wanted to satisfy Krishna. Krishna became very ingratiated and satisfied by the simple dealings of the gopis, and he immediately delivered their respective garments one after another. Although Krishna cheated the young unmarried gopis and made them stand naked before them and enjoyed joking words with them, and although he treated them just like dolls and stole their garments, they were still pleased with him and never lodged complaints against him. This attitude of the gopis is described by the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when he prays, "My dear Lord Krishna, you may embrace me or trample me under your feet, and or you may make me broken-hearted by never being present before me. Whether you like, you can do whatever you like, you can do because you have complete freedom to act. But in spite of all your dealings, you are my Lord eternally, and I have no other worshipable object." That is the attitude of the gopis toward Krishna. Lord Krishna was pleased with them, and since they all desired to have him as their husband, he told them, "My dear well behaved girls, I know of your desire for me and why you worship goddess Katyayani, and I completely approve your action. Anyone whose full consciousness is always absorbed in me, even if in lust is elevated. As a friend, as a fried seed cannot fructify, so any desire in connection with my loving service cannot produce any fruitive result, as in ordinary karma. There is a statement in the Brahma Samhita, Karmani Nirdahati Kintucha Bhakti Bhajam. Everyone is bound by his fruitive activities, but the devotees, because they work completely for the satisfaction of the Lord, suffer no reactions. Similarly, Gopi's attitude toward Krishna, although seemingly lusty, should not be considered to be like the lusty desires of the ordinary woman. The reason is explained by Krishna himself. Activities in the devotional service to Krishna are transcendental to any fruitive result. My dear gopis, Krishna continued, your desire to have me as your husband will be fulfilled because with this desire you have worshipped goddess Katyayani. I promise you that during the next autumn season, you shall be able to meet with me and you shall enjoy me as your husband. Taking shelter of the shade of the trees, Krishna became very happy. While walking, he began to address the inhabitants of Vrindavana. My dear Stoker Krishna, my dear Parutapa, my dear Bhadrasena, my dear Sudama, my dear Subala, my dear Arjuna, my dear Visala, my dear Rishabha. Just look at these most fortunate trees of Vrindavana. They have dedicated their lives to the welfare of others. Individually, they are tolerating all kinds of natural disturbances, such as hurricanes, torrents of rain, scorching heat, piercing cold, but they are very careful to relieve our fatigues and give us shelter. My dear friends, I think they are glorified in this birth as trees. They are so careful to give shelter to others that they are like noble, highly elevated charitable men who never deny charity to one who approaches them. No one is denied shelter by these trees. They supply various kinds of facilities to human society, such as leaves, flowers, fruit, shade, roots, bark, flavor extracts, and fuel. They are the perfect example of noble life. They are like a noble person who has sacrificed everything possible, his body, mind, activities, intelligence, and words, in engaging in the welfare of all the living entities. Thus, the Supreme Personality of Godhead walked on the bank of the Yamuna, touching the leaves of the trees and their fruits, flowers, and twigs, and praising the glorious welfare activities. Different people may accept certain welfare activities to be beneficial for human society according to their own views, but the welfare activity that can be rendered to people in general for eternal benefit is the spreading of the Krishna consciousness movement. Everyone should be prepared to propagate this movement. As instructed by Lord Chaitanya, one should be humbler than the grass on the ground and more tolerant than the tree. The toleration of the trees is explained by Lord Krishna himself, and those who are engaged in the preaching of Krishna consciousness should learn lessons from the teachings of Lord Krishna and Lord Chaitanya through their direct disciplic succession. While passing through the forest of Vrindavana on the bank of the Yamuna, uh, Krishna sat down at a beautiful spot and allowed the cows to drink the cold and transparent water of the Yamuna. Being fatigued, the cowherd boys Krishna and Balrama also drank. But after seeing the young gopis taking bath in the Yamuna, Krishna passed the rest of the morning with the boys. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport of the 22nd chapter of Krishna, stealing the garments of the unmarried gopi girls. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Lebahang Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Sudhir Prabhu, and AK Day Prabhu. Tandat Pranam, Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Jai Shri
Hare
Prabhupada.
Krishna, Prabhu. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila
Hare
Prabhupada.
Krishna Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Hare Krishna
Jai.
Prabhu, Jai Shri Prabhu.
Hare Krishna,
Jai.
Ram Prabhu, Sudhi Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisances. All blessed to Srila
Oh,
Prabhupada.
I was going to ask who's AKD.
Prabhu is
Asit
Asit
Kumar
Kumar
Datta.
Datta.
And now I see that it's Asit Kumar.
Yes, Prabhu.
5 days to go, Prabhuji, yes?
Yes,
Sorry,
yes.
Prabhu. Oh, yeah.
I was talking to Asit Kumar, Prabhu. 5 days to
Okay,
go,
Prabhu.
I was asking him. He's going 8th on temple. He's going to join temple on 8th, am I right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
In 5 days.
Oh, and actually, Prabhu, I'm still in the reading session, and I will make sure I contact David. Is it David Few or what? He's based in Africa, right?
You know where?
Oh yes. I think it would be great if we'd associate.
Yes, Prabhu. He's the devotee from where it was. It's the east side of Africa. Let's see the Africa map. Where is Google Maps?
Sorry, Prabhu, I left my mic open.
Ah, yes, Prabhu. Yeah, yes, I heard.
Bhaktajat Prabhu, we are waiting, Prabhu.
We just started the reading session, Prabhu.
Now
But it's very nice. You see, Prabhupada he comments about preaching, even in the Lila of the Gopis. So it's very nice.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Tomorrow we will read this 23. It is a longer chapter. But my time is running out, so now I need to read the 6 Astakam prayers with you. But I can leave this Zoom open so it can be used. It can go on. Okay, who will?
Who is Gyani Prabhu?
I think it's maybe singing with his guitar.
Yeah, Harina, I thought that too.
He just landed on some new island, and now he's making it Krishna. It's See who joined.
Hare Krishna, Manu Prabhu, please accept my humble
Bol
obeisances.
bom
Glory to Srila Prabhupada.
Bogdan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Manu Prabhu,
Thank you,
please
Prabhu.
accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
AK
Prabhu. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to
Devaj Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Lobogna Prabhu, he lassoed me. I have to thank him.
Hare Krishna, Manu Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
So
Hare
did,
Krishna, Jai Prabhu, Sami Prabhu, all glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Tandat Pram, Jai Sri Prabhupada. So did you
Oh,
connect?
Bhakti Jai.
Did you connect Lebohang Prabhu with David Prabhu?
Yeah, I connected him. Actually, I did that before, but somehow or other his account got deleted
Yes, Prabhu.
several times.
Oh, yes, I
And so,
remember. And
so
it finally happens that I can use the group now, hey? I don't know how.
I really don't know how either. I mean, I think it's maybe connected with Telegram's owner being arrested. I don't know. Yeah, but definitely, I hope you like speaking with this devotee, Dr. David. He's in the northern region of Africa. He's from Aditis. I forgot which part of that, Africa that was.
Yes, Prabhu. It's
Yes.
oh this.
I'm already texting him now.
See, there is someone. Who's this? Oh, this is your account. It's really
Which one, bro?
there is, but he last seen within 1 month, so I don't know. There is someone who might be from Africa. Hmm.
I was actually watching, what is it? A documentary on sorghum, the grain, and I was just seeing how easy it is to grow it. And
One.
I'm pretty sure you know about this grain, Labogna Peru, this sorghum. That's what it's called.
Sorghum.
Mm-hmm.
Nah,
Yes,
I'm
bro.
not. I'm not aware of it.
It's like a small pellet and everything, and it's very very. I don't know. It's much better than rice. And I was looking at it like, if we had to go on a farm, I'll get that grain.
Isn't it maize? Oh, it's not maize meal. Oh,
No, it's not maize. It's much better than maize. Much better than maize and corn.
maybe I've never seen it. Hey.
Wait, I'll send it. I'll send it.
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay, Prabhu.
Who's ready to read the six Astakam prayers?
Okay, I can read.
Yes, Prabhu. Okay, Haribol.
Okay. Cheto darpana marjanam bhavama davagni nirvapana shaya kaiva bhatandika vitarnam vidyavatu jivanam anandam buddhivardhanam pratipadam purnamrta swadanam sarvapmasna param vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam.
नाम्नामकारि बहुतानि च सर्वशक्तिस्तत्रार्पितानि यमिता स्मरणेन काला एतादृशी तव कृपा भगवन् ममापि दुर्दैवम् ईदृशमिह जानिनानुरागः
Trinadapi sunichena taro api sahisnuna manina manadena kiritaniya sadahari.
Oh.
Nadanam najanam nasundarim kavitam vajagadishakamaye mama janmani janmani jvare bhavatad bhakti rahaitu ki twai.
Ainandana tanuja kinkaram patitam mam vishame bavambado kripaya twavapada pankaja stitaduli satrisham vichintaya.
Nayanam Ganadasudayana Vadanam Gadgada Daradina Lakaya Nichitam Babkada Davanamagahane Babeshati. Sorry, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Oh, you're
Haribol,
good.
Prabhu. Please accept my
You're
humble
good,
obeisance.
Prabhu.
Hare
Actually,
Krishna, Jnana Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Please accept my
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila.
please come on, humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. There's
All
a
glories.
break, Prabhu.
Jenny Prabhu is in his Vimana. He's going.
You guys,
He's in Sankirtan van. He's Sankirtan van.
Yes, Prabhu.
The fireman.
This is Sankirtan van.
the Radha Krishna bus.
Yes, Prabhu.
He's gonna be. He has some Radha Krishna deities in the back.
Yes. Oh,
So we have new Bhakta. Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Oh, yes. The new Bhakta, he can sing the next one. Who's the new one? AKD, yeah?
No, it's not a new Bhakta.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Yuvaitam nimishena chakshusha pravrishayitam sunyayitam jagat sarvam govinda virahe name.
Oh, Jai.
Asid Kumar. You're playing
Oh,
like Pranjal.
okay. You put your name in acronyms.
Yes, Prabhu. He was hidden.
Hidden avatar.
Yes, Prabhu.
Oh, Krishna.
Who was the last one?
Yeah, let's see.
Ratam pinastu mam adarsanan marma hatam karatu va yata tata va vidadhatu lampato mat prana natastu seva napara. Sorry, Prabhuji, I don't know to read properly.
This is very nice, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Translation. Glory to the Sri Krishna Sankirtan, which cleanses the heart of all the dust accumulated for years and extinguishes the fire of conditional life of repeated birth and death. The Sankirtan is the prime benediction for humanity at large because it spreads the rays of the benediction moon. It is the life of all transcendental knowledge. It increases the ocean of transcendental bliss and it enables us to fully taste the nectar for which we are always anxious.
O my Lord, your holy name alone can render all benediction to living beings. And thus you have hundreds and millions of names like Krishna and Govinda. In these transcendental names, you have invested all your transcendental energies. There are not even hard and fast rules for chanting these names. O my Lord, out of kindness, you enable us to easily approach you by your holy names. But I am so unfortunate that I have no attraction for them.
One should chant the holy name of the Lord in a humble state of mind, thinking oneself lower than the store in the street. One should be more tolerant than a tree, devoid of all sense of false prestige, and should be ready to offer all respects to others. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly. Sorry, Prabhu.
No problem.
Almighty Lord, I have no desire to accumulate wealth, nor do I desire beautiful women, nor do I want any number of followers. I only want your causeless devotional service, birth after birth.
O son of Maharajananda, Krishna, I am your eternal servitor, yet somehow or other I have fallen into the ocean of birth and death. Please pick me up from this ocean of death and place me as one of the atoms at your lotus feet.
My Lord, when will my eyes be decorated with tears of love, flowing constantly when I chant your holy name? When will my voice choke up? When will the hairs on my body stand on end at the recitation of your name?
Oh, Govinda, feeling your separation, I am considering a moment to be like 12 years or more. and tears are flowing from my eyes like torrents of rain, and I am feeling all vacant in the world in your absence.
I know no one but Krishna as my Lord, and he shall remain so, even if he handles me roughly by his embrace or makes me brokenhearted by not being present before me. He is completely free to do anything and everything, for he is always my worshipful Lord, unconditionally. Haribol, Sri Chiksastakam ki jai.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then 10 offenses.
The first one is to blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their lives for propagating the holy names of the Lord.
Haribol.
Second
To consider
offense.
names of demigod Shiva, of demigods like Shiva, Brahma to be equal to independent of the names of Lord Vishnu.
Not to
Third
disturb the
offense.
orders of the spiritual master. Sorry, bro.
Fourth offense.
To blaspheme the Vedic scriptures or scriptures in pursuance to the Vedic version.
Fifth offense.
To consider the chanting of Hare Krishna to be an imagination.
Sixth
Yeah.
offense. To give mundane interpretation on the holy name of the Lord. It took me 5 times.
And activities on the strength of the holy name.
Eight.
To consider chanting of the holy name as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities offered in the Vedas as to treat the activities karma kanda.
To instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name.
10.
To not have complete faith in chanting of the holy name and to maintain material attachment even after so many instructions on this matter. This is also an offense to be enough with the word chanting.
Haribol.
Evil.
Prabhu, you like number 2, ne?
Yes, it's my favorite.
Yeah.
Actually, I remember like all of them now. So yeah, it's good.
Oh, yes, Prabhu. But
Also
it's like
remember
you
half
always...
of the Shishtaka.
Oh,
So
yes.
always have to go.
Panchakalpatarubhyasya
Krishna
kripa
Kripa
sindhubhyaya kripanam pavanebhyo vaishnavibhyo namo
Namastanam
namaha.
Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha.
Evil.
Prabhu, we were guessing, where are you? And we were like, hey, Semi Prabhu was like, maybe playing Harinam.
Oh, yes, Prabhu. Yes, Jani Prabhu was driving, of course. From one Harinam.
Yes. I was